working on some just maintenance skill work.
Does it get in your head when the numbers get to, like, I'm talking about the 17? Does that get in your head when you're not hitting your threes like you have in the past?
Um, I mean, not really, because each game kind of has its own thing and own personality. So I'm gonna keep staying aggressive and shooting them, and I believe they're going in. I'm working on it, and uh, me and my shooting coach always kind of has a slogan. It's just like next one's in, and so that's kind of just what I run through with my mind and everything. So just continue to shoot. I mean, at the end of the day, I've been around for a long time, and the numbers always average themselves out. You just gotta keep shooting.
Have you ever had a coach like Nick who gives the freedom that he gives to a lot of, especially point guards? You ever
Um,
had anyone like that?
D'Antoni is the only other one,
Yeah.
uh, I'm seeing that like I had to reverse a lot of my mindset in terms of just the freedom that I have on the floor and the empowerment and so it's my job to be able. He's done a great job of opening that up, and I need to step into that, and so that's my responsibility to step into kind of the door that he's opened for me. And so again, it's definitely a mindset shift in terms of how to play the game and all that. It's different. It's been a while since I've had that kind of freedom.
It's learned habits, right? I mean, you're used to doing it one way for so long, and there's only so many guys in the league that will actually hand that responsibility over.
Yeah, for sure. It's a player's dream. It's a blessing, and it's my job and my time to capitalize on it.
This is the time of the year where teams tend to sort of cut back on practice time a little bit in the interest of monitoring workload and all of that. As somebody that's come into a new team here, I know you're going to be in the gym getting your work done, even if it's individually, but how much do you kind of miss that, the team practices when you guys take the day off, and is that something that's important to you?
Um, I mean, for the most part, the only hard part is the mid-season change. Like if I had been here, I don't think it really, I wouldn't skip a beat in terms of less practice time or anything. Um, and normally the veteran teams, like, you just need a little bit to kind of tune up. You don't need to continue to the younger teams, you may have to do a lot more drilling and reinforcing of habits, but the veteran teams, like, it's really more like just mental, like walking through, talking through. So I don't think it's too big of a deal. Like, I know it's been 6 games, but I think everything will turn the corner soon, and also our team defense, our team offense, everything will also turn a corner, because it's one of those things where when you put a lot of focus and attention to it, I think, like, it's going to change. It's just a matter of time as to when. And so we have some new guys as well. So I think we're just continuing to fight through it, talk through it.
Is everybody comfortable with that, you think, knowing that the greater goal is, it's not going to be game to game, but more of the big package to get to the playoffs and everybody operating on that level?
For sure. I mean, I don't think anybody in here is panicking, or I don't sense it. And also, like, you know, uh, we have to continue just to stay patient. And for me, the last, I don't know how many games we have left, but whatever amount of games we have left, I'm seeing it as just like a chance to acclimate, build chemistry, continue to learn, and also the coverages will change too. Different things, like there's schemes that are being put in and new plays and stuff. So it's always evolving, as every team is through the season. And so just getting into the mix of things, it's gonna be great. We have, I'm really glad that I have these whatever 20 games after All Star to kind of figure that out, and I know Mark is excited about that as well. And so we're gonna continue to keep chipping away.
What years was that you had D'Antoni? I was
That
in New
was
York.
7 years ago.
Seven.
Yeah.
So that was early in your career. Was it the same sort of, I've got to change these habits and sort of do that mental reset back then, or
Since then, it's been the opposite. Since D'Antoni has been the opposite. It's been changing my mindset in a different way,
yeah,
and now it's kind of going back to that. So,
yeah.
um,
But I mean,
yeah,
I guess what I'm saying is, when it happened with D'Antoni, were you already sort of doing it one way and then had to make this change?
not really, just because that's kind of how I always played.
Yeah,
I was always like a more of a free space,
yeah.
free flowing, creative, like, playmaker. That's kind of who I am by nature. That's my personality, and I think that's kind of what it probably attracted me to this team,
Hmm.
and obviously vice versa as well. Like, that's what attracted me to be able to come here as well.
That's why
And
they
so
like you. Yeah.
I think again, it's just we got to make the pieces fit, and it will.
What are you seeing from Jeremy in particular right now? I mean, he's struggling with a
He's
three-point
struggling.
shot, obviously, but
Yeah, got to get him more comfortable. He's just a little uncomfortable with me. I think more than anything. Yeah, I just think that I mean, you guys, I like to let those guys, I like to say to them like Jeremy, hey, call something. You get the ball in your hands and you look like you don't know what you want to do out there. And I said, you don't have to look at me. Just call one here. Call this, this, or this. Pick one. And he's got to get a little more. I think even though I've tried to shorten it down to three things, that he's so new that he can't quite come up with one. And I need to give him more help. I need to just give him some. I need to give him more help until he's more comfortable with that. That's the first thing. And then I think the let's say this the right way. I think the intensity with which our games are played at, he needs to get used to as well. The way teams play us and the games that we've been in here with really quality teams, they're pretty high level. He needs to get used to the physicality of that, and he will. He's tough. He's tough. I don't question his ability to do it. It's just getting used to it a little bit.